I call for infringement or that I was just giving my opinion on Twitter, not knowing that I will be the one to clear the song. I'm like, hello guys, good day. My name is Janet Odoye. I'm an entertainment lawyer and music publisher based in Lagos State, Nigeria. You're welcome back to my mini educational series where I talk about everything entertainment law, music publishing, and the music business in general. So basically, if you're in Nigeria, if you are based in Lagos, especially Lagos State, Nigeria, you know there's this song that was trending one time where a popular artist duo, P Square's song was used in that popular song trending on TikTok, bad whatever syndrome. I don't want to use swear words on my program. So yeah, I'm very sure you know the song I'm talking about. It's a very popular song, trending song right now. So I'm glad to say I was the legal officer that handled the whole clearance of the sample that was used in the song. So basically, P Square's one of P Square's songs that was released like years back, Ifunaya, was used in that new song, in that existing song, and I did the whole process of clearing and negotiation. So clap for me. So I'm just going to like touch on sampling and interpolation and what to expect when you as an artist or a producer use a sample in a new song you are about to release. So first things first, you have to know the difference between sampling and interpolation. Yeah, they are two different things. So I've done a video talking about sampling and interpolation in the past, but I feel like this is a opportunity to bring up that discussion again since I worked on a sample clearance. Basically, sampling is basically taking an excerpt of an existing song, or probably the old song, or the beats and the vocals of an existing song, taking a part or a whole of that song and putting it into a new song that we've recorded. That is sampling for you. So now okay, let me take the case of Ashake's active song. You would recollect that in that active song, he sampled someone's vocals. I won't say I'm not really sure if the beat was sampled, but someone's vocals was sampled. That is Pasuma, if I'm correct, the Fuji artist Pasuma Majo, Fine Girl. It was from an existing song that was a Jasmine Olofin. So a part of that existing song was picked and used in that active song by Ashake. So that is sampling for you. Also, Burna Boy is always known. There was this song that Burna Boy also did, Top of the World, sitting on top of the world. So you know that it was like the sample of an existing song in the 90s, if I'm correct, that was used to recreate that new song that we all jam to. So that is sampling. So now what's interpolation? So let's assume Ashake's active song and Burna Boy's Top of the World song. They took that excerpt of that existing song and they modified it into their own style. Maybe they added their own beats, or they re-sang it or recorded that part and put it in their new song. That is interpolation. So sampling is taking an existing song without changing anything and putting it in a new song. And interpolation is when you modify or alter the former song and put it in your new song. So that is the difference. And this differentiation is very important, especially if you want to clear that sample or that sample interpolated with the original copyright holder. Because if you've always been watching my videos, you will know that there are two music copyrights. There is the masters and there is the composition rights. So if you are going to be sampling anybody's song, you have to clear with the masters owner and the composition owner, because you took the composition of that song, the audio recording of that song, and put in your existing song. So there are two music copyrights you are using from the existing song that you are putting in the new song. But for interpolation, where you just took the part of the song, you modified it and altered it and put your existing song, you just need to clear the composition rights. So for sampling, you clear with the record label. For sampling, you clear with the record label. If it's the artist that owns the song, you clear with the artist. And you also clear with the publishing company that is representing the artist. If it doesn't have the publishing company, you clear with the artist directly. While for interpolation, you just have to like deal with the producer of the song, the songwriter on the song, and or their publishing companies. So that's how it works. So you always have to keep this in mind. Am I sampling? Am I interpolating a sampling? You always have to put this in mind. And also, it is always very important before you use any sample in your song, you always have to reach out to the copyright owner so you are not liable for infringement. Don't say they are not accessible, this one that. You have to look for them and reach out to them. So they'll tell you their terms. They'll tell you that, okay, this is, if it's sampling, they'll tell you that this is how much masters we want to get, this is how much publishing we want to get. And you can always negotiate. Some can go as high as 90. They'll say yes, they want 90% of your publishing, they want 30% of your masters. So always put that in mind. You need to clear with them. And also as a lawyer, because very, very short story. So when I first heard the song, I was like, this person, he went to go and sample P Square's song, blah 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 blah. Has he cleared it? So I went on to say, I'm like, has this guy even cleared this song? Yeah, I went to go and use someone's song. I even thought the song was released then. I didn't know that it was not released and it was just a snippet. I'm like, this person, they will come down, they'll come for this artist, and they might come for him for infringement or that. I was trying to just give my opinion on Twitter, not knowing that I would be the one to clear the song. I'm like, hey, I should have just kept my mouth shut, because maybe somehow. So then I had to go into clearing, and I realized that Nigerian artists don't really use samples, and even if they use samples, they don't really clear. So there's not really a precedent on how to clear a sample. So I have to build a template from the scratch. Now I even have to do that in 48 hours because it was really time conscious and everything. So I have to build a template from the site. So as a lawyer that wants to clear a sample, there are very important terms that have to be put in the sampling agreement and all. So basically it has to state that the sample can only be used alongside the new song for whatever purpose, maybe for distribution, for broadcast, for promotion, all those things that you need to like commercially exploit the song. And it cannot be used, and the sample cannot be used individually without the consent of the original copyright holder. So it has to be stated there. Then the composition, how much, sometimes it could be a clearance fee. The original copyright owners can ask for a sample clearance fee. Depends on them. You always have to put that in mind as a lawyer drafting the agreement. You also need to state that the original sample still belongs to the original copyright owner. And it doesn't matter whether it's already in an existing song, it still belongs to them. And you should also put in the agreement that credits must be given to the original copyright owners as part of the composers of the existing song, sampling and interpolation inclusive. So there's really no, so if you're going to build a template, just make sure that both parties' interests are well covered and well protected. So thank you guys for joining me in my chit chats, how to clear a sample. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.